Hello children, we are back to quadratic equations. Now we are trying to get the solutions of the quadratic equation by the first method, that is factorization method. The examples are from exercise 4.2. So let's begin with our work. Let's read out a little bit about quadratic equations and then we'll proceed with the factorization method. In general, a real number alpha is called a root of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, a not equal to 0 if a alpha square plus b alpha plus c equal to 0. So the number alpha, when substituted in the given equation and it gives the answer to be equal to 0, that alpha will be known as its root. We also say that x equal to alpha is a solution of the quadratic equation, or that alpha satisfies the quadratic equation. All these things we have already studied in the last videos. Note that the zeros of the quadratic polynomial and the roots of the quadratic equation are the same. Let's begin with the exercise. Exercise 4.2, question number 1. Find the roots of the following quadratic equations by factorization method. Basically, this factorization method is nothing but similar to your middle term, splitting the middle term method. So this is the very first sub question, x square minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. Children, when we proceed with the splitting the middle term method, what we do is we find the product of a and c. Here a is 1 and c is minus 10. So your AC comes out to be minus 10. Then you will find out its factors. The factors can be minus 5 plus 2 because when you add them, you get the middle term, that is minus 3. Then you proceed with the same method as you proceed in the particular method. And finally, you get two brackets wherein first is x minus 5, the second is x plus 2, and the product is equal to 0. Equal to 0 to be copied down as it is. Now children, there are two numbers which are multiplied and the answer is 0. It means that one of the numbers in the bracket, they should be equal to 0. So either x minus 5, that is the first bracket, should be equal to 0, or the second bracket, that is x plus 2, should be equal to 0. If any one of the bracket becomes 0, then only the answer will be equal to 0. So what we do is we write it as x minus 5 equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. But we can simplify it further. So we can say that x equal to 5 or x equal to minus 2. Now children, when you substitute in these two values in the given equation, you will see that the equation becomes, when you solve it, you will get the answer as 0. Let's proceed to the next sub question. Here your a multiplied by c is 2 into minus 6, that is minus 12. Solve it in such a way that you get the factors and the addition of the factors, it is plus 1. Solve it further and you get two brackets, 2x minus 3, x plus 2. Now again, either of the brackets, it should be equal to 0. So we equate 2x minus 3 to be equal to 0 or x plus 2 equal to 0. You proceed further and you get x equal to 3 by 2 and you can also get x to be equal to minus 2. So these are the two solutions of the given quadratic equation. Now the third sub question, it is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal to 0. We'll again find AC. It is root 2 into 5 root 2. It means it is actually equal to 10 because root 2 into root 2 is 2. 2 into 5 is 10. So we are going to find out the factors of 10. This is how you get it. Solve further. From the first and the second term you have root 2x as common. From the third and the fourth term you have 5 as common. Proceed further. You get two brackets, root 2x plus 5, x plus root 2. Equate both of them to be equal to 0 because one of them has to be 0. So, value of your x may be minus 5 upon root 2 or minus root 2. Now the fourth sub question, here you have one term in fractional form. It's always better to get rid of it. How? So multiply the entire equation by that denominator. Here the denominator was 8. So multiply the entire equation by 8. So you get 16x square minus 8x, and finally 1 by 8 into 8 becomes 1. So this is how your equation is simplified. Now go on solving and you get two brackets. In this case, both the brackets are same. It may happen because we have been studying that if it is a quadratic equation, it will have at the most two solutions. In this case, first bracket equal to 0 or the second bracket equal to 0. Finally, you get x equal to 1 by 4 or 1 by 4. That means it has one solution, equal solutions. The fifth sub question, it's quite easy. Again you have two similar brackets. Solve it and you get x equal to 1 by 10, 1 by 10. Again you have equal roots. So try them. You will get it. I'm quite sure about it. Keep going. Thank you for now.